Guys, welcome back. How are we all? I hope we're all fine. I'm doing super well. I made a Nova Prime video about a week ago now, and turns out I'd built my Nova Prime wrong, which is great. My Slova, I'd built it wrong. I didn't realise the way her ult worked, and I didn't know. So I did my research, and then I went back and improved my build, and now we're a lot better than what we were. So we'll go over the abilities like we always do, and then I'll talk about the new build I've got, the build that I'm happy with now. I'm happy with where my build is. I'm comfortable with it. I've tested it thoroughly. I've used it in excavations, defenses. I haven't used it in a survival because I don't play Nova in survival. Don't recommend Nova for a survival. Excavation, defense, capture, and sabotage. That's the one. So I've used it in all of them. I've done a few relic missions today. I've used this. I'm happy with it now, and I'll get into why I've used what I've used, and we'll get there in a second. So, Nova's passive. When knocked over, emit a 6 meter defensive burst that topples enemies and deals 250 damage. Again, like last time, even today, I've played Nova all day. It's currently 6 PM. I woke up at 12. So for 4 hours straight, I've not seen that proc once. I've not seen it. I'm not saying it's bollocks, but I'm not saying it procs ever either, so I don't know. It's a shit passive, even if that's... yeah, it's rubbish. One is also rubbish, in my opinion. Null Star. I don't like this ability. A lot of people probably do. Nova mains might enjoy it, but I don't like it. I think it's just a complete waste of energy. I find myself spamming this ability more than I even get to use my ult. I've given up using it now. I don't really find a use for it. Creates animated particles that orbit Nova and seek nearby targets. Each active particle gives 5% damage reduction to Nova's health, stacking up to 90%. So it's effectively a Iron Skin or a Mirage Eclipse buff, but these little orbs also attack enemies when they come into range, I guess. Which, yeah, you don't want that. You don't. Why do they have to seek enemies? It's yeah. So you have, this build I use, I've got 16 of them. Guarantee you, if I'm doing like a defense, within 5 seconds they're all gone, because he's either gets shot or go and attack someone else and I have to use it again. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather that was just a flat damage reduction buff like Iron Skin or like Gara's Splinter Storm. But no, we can't always have nice things, so I don't use this ability. A second antimatter drop, I use this one a fucking lot. Launches a contained particle of antimatter that will detonate upon collision with increased deadliness when targeted by weapons. So you launch a nuke basically, because this thing is fucking vile. It's disgusting. So basically you throw out this orb. If you don't shoot the orb or you're not using the augment, I'm using the augment, which you can see at the bottom. If you throw this orb out, you shoot it with a very, very powerful weapon like the Tigris or something, some form of whatever, just shoot the shit out of it. It makes it explode and you do like 100k damage. It will kill everything in the radius. If you use this on like a Hydron, you go to throw it in the middle. If you're using the augment, it sucks up the bullets. We'll get into that in a minute. If you shoot it, everything in the immediate area of the cryopod is dead. It's dead. There is no, but what? No, it's fucking dead. It's been evaporated. It doesn't exist anymore. For all you know, it was never there. It's disgusting. It's so good. And range mods don't really affect how much or how wide the explosion is on that. Doesn't matter what your range is. It's always 15 meter radius for that. Always. A third ability, Wormhole. I never use this. I think it's good for planes, but for everything else it's pointless. You throw like this teleportal down and you can teleport through it, but I'm quick enough where I can just get around without using this anyway, and it's a waste of energy in my opinion. Creates a wormhole allowing travel. It's there. Some people use it. I just don't. I don't find it useful. Now for Nova's ability, this is what makes Nova. Molecular Prime. Primal enemies in a radius with volatile antimatter. So this is the best debuff in the game. The best debuff. No, what about Nova's the best debuff? But what about... No, shut the fuck up. Nova is the best debuff. No whats or buts, no ifs, no hows. No, Nova. She's the best. So, use your ult. Spreads across the map. It makes everything killable by, I don't know, you could walk over there and toe punt them in the shin and they'll explode because it hurts that much. Legit, you run up to a Grenier and kick him in the balls, he explodes and kills all his mates as well. It's such a good ability. It's so good. It is phenomenal. So, is it going to glitch out and not save my build again? Probably. It's done this 3 times now. Oh, it did. Okay. So, is this my build? I've got 2, haven't I? Yeah, I've got 2. I know which mods I've swapped out. I'll go over to B. I've got 2 different builds that work with each other. So, we've got here. This is perfect. The reason Blind Rage isn't max is because I need it for my Frost. And I haven't maxed out Flow because of another frame, but it doesn't, yeah. For the sake of a little bit more power strength by like 10% or whatever it is, it's not worth at the minute. Until I buy another one to max out, and like I said, because of my Umbral Frost build, I can't get him where I have him now if I max out Blind Rage. So, I would recommend 2 away from the top. 81% strength is more than enough. Now you don't need, that's the wrong fucking thing as well. Why are you there? Fuck off. You only need, I'll go over the stats and then I'll talk about why I've got what. So she's got 125 armor, 613 energy, 740 health, 300 shield, 1.20 sprint speed, the Tau resistance of 11%, which isn't going to save you, 278% duration, 85% efficiency, 49% range, 181% strength. Now, no, if you want to make a slow Nova, you want to slow all the enemies down, you need power strength. If you want to speed the enemies up, you want as little power strength as you can get. I'll make a separate video on my speed Nova when I have her built properly. I'm working on that at the minute, so I'll get back to you on that one. So for Nova's ult, you don't build it for range. Doesn't matter how much range you've got. Range only affects the explosion radius, as you can see in the things in the explosion radius. But the initial, having it like spread across the map, you want duration. You want as much duration as you can get, because it doesn't go off of range, it goes off of like a timer. So mine has got 16 seconds. So it's got 16 seconds, so that's 16 seconds it takes to spread as far as it can get. So yeah, you want to be just ploughing as much of your time into getting as much duration as possible. How the fuck? I could not have worded that any worse. So yeah, you don't want to worry about range as much. So that's why I don't have range on mine. I've got duration. You only need 145% strength to cap out the slow, which is 75%. That's as high as you can get it. I thought it was as much strength as you could get on. They got slower, but no, you want 145% power strength and they are as slow as they can get. I've got 181 because I'm using Blind Rage. The other way I could have done it was use Intensify, or Umbral Intensify, and Power Drift. But Blind Rage is enough anyway. Like I said, it gives me more than enough power strength, and that gets me my cap anyway. Plus I don't really have anything else to put in there, so that's why I've got that where it is. Corrosive Projection in my aura. Corrosive Projection is solid. You know, having the enemies with less armor is never a bad thing. You know, if the whole team's running that, that's, I don't know what that is. off the top of my head if the whole team's running that. Where's that calculator? 18 times 4. 72% less armor if the whole team's running that. Run whatever aura you want. If you find yourself struggling for energy for some reason, use energy siphon. I know some people use enemy radar. I don't need enemy radar. I've got animal instinct. I've got primed animal instinct on my carrier, so all of my companions, so I don't really need to worry about that. Cunning drift in my Exodus mod slot. That's just for the little bit of range that I get from that, to help out with the augment. Yeah, that's the only reason that's there. And then I've got streamline for efficiency to make my abilities cost a little bit less. Flow just because I form with a dash there anyway. And to be honest, so long as you've got blind range, narrow-minded, and prime continuity, the rest is really up to you. It's like just whatever you want to put in, whatever you're comfortable with. Prime flow just to give me a bit more energy. You know, Nova. I think Nova is. I don't know if she's tied or if she is, but Nova is either one of the frames with the highest energy pool in the game, or like second highest, or she's got a really high energy pool. I think it was her and Nynx or something like that, but I can't remember what it was when they're maxed out. But she has loads of, or has the ability to have loads of energy. Plus, it means I can spam my abilities if I need to for some reason. Not like one ability won't completely nuke every enemy that lives anyway, but it's just there to give me more energy. And it was there anyway. Yeah, that's why it's there. Narrow-minded for duration. Less range. Doesn't really matter. The only thing range is going to affect for me personally is my augment, which I'll get onto in a second. But yeah, that's 99% ability duration is massive. It's huge. That's 100%. That's double duration basically. You know, pair that with Augur Message and Prime Continuity. That's a lot of duration. Why is this chair squeaking? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, you've got a lot of duration. I use Augur Message and, like I said, Prime Continuity for more duration. I'll get onto this in a second. And then I'm using Umbral Vitality. Now this build, I believe with Augur Message, gives me like an extra second. So what is it now? I've got 16-second duration on my ult. If I get rid of Augur Reach, it becomes 15. So really, what I can do, I can put what I would normally have on, because that bonus is really not worth it at all. And then this is the other build I would use. This is the one I'm going to recommend, to be fair, because I think this is a lot better. So drop duration for the sake of a second. It's not really worth it, is it? So stretch, and then vitality gives you the same. It's the wrong vitality. Gives you the same amount of bonus energy as Umbral Vitality does anyway. So 440% bonus health is good. It's great. And stretch, that helps me with my augment, the antimatter absorb. So this is her nuke ability. My voice decides to shit itself. Thanks. I'm a grown man. Fuck, I'm gonna tear my fucking voice box out. It pisses me off. Yeah, it absorbs bullets. It says within 3 meters, but that's bullshit. It goes off of your range mods. It doesn't go off of like base 3 meters, because if you go over to absorb, antimatter absorb, the radius on this is 2.82 meters, so it's not 3 meters. Fucking lie to me. So the more range mods you've got on here, the bigger the absorption radius is as such. But I do a lot of indoor close quarter missions anyway, so having less range doesn't really affect me as much as something like planes would. So yeah, that just helps me out as well, because sometimes if I'm using a weaker weapon, or I'm using a weapon that, and I miss a couple shots, having the enemies which do, once you get to a really high level, if you're doing like an arbitration defense and the enemies hit you quite hard, it's going to absorb all that damage. Don't know whether it goes off of like if it absorbs the damage they deal. I'm not sure how it works 100%, but yeah, absorb it. It's a bonus. It's never a bad thing. Plus, like I said, I don't really have anything else to put in there now, so I could put on Augur Message to give me a fucking second extra. But yeah, it's really now like these two here are sort of option slots if you need some more health. There isn't really anything else that I can think of that I could put there, to be honest. It's more just constitution. That wouldn't be a bad thing. For more duration. So you could drop, or you could put streamline where stretch is. That's another duration one. I might have to make an even bigger duration one. But yeah, this is the build, like I said, that I've been using for the past few days anyway, so I'm happy with this. My Arcanes, Arcane Energize and Arcane Guardian. Arcane Energize is solid on any frame. There's only one frame that doesn't need it, and that's Inaros. And Hildren. I think that's it. Maybe Octavia. Arcane Energize is solid anyway. There's very little uses where that's not useful, and mine's maxed anyway, so I'm getting that bonus all the time. And then I'm using Arcane Guardian. On damage, 15% chance for 900 armor for 20 seconds. 15% doesn't seem like a lot, but it does proc quite fucking often. When you think about how many times you're getting hit in missions, like always, that's a very, very solid augment, and it gives mine over a little bit more survivability. You know, 900 armor is solid. You know, later in the game, it's not going to save me from anything. But, you know, for the lower level things, when I say mid-level things as well, you know, level 60 to 100, that's probably going to give me a little bit of, a couple of extra seconds for me to be on the move and get out of the way. But yeah, past a certain level, it's the same with any frame, past a certain level, it's sort of, you're going to die anyway, sort of dead either way, so yeah, that's that. Thanks to everybody that was nice in the comments in the last video, even though I fucked it up. I should have done my research first, to be fair. Oh, I thought I was alright, but nope, I was doing it wrong. I'm a fucking idiot. But yeah, none of you were dickheads. You were all, you know, nope, you don't need that. This is what you need. And it's like, yeah, that's why I fucking do this. So thank you guys. Appreciate that. I thought I was going to get roasted. I might do now because I've said that, but, you know, bring it on. Bring it on. You can't fucking roast me. Solid. I don't give a shit. But yeah, no, I'm happier with this one now. It's not perfect, like I said, but it is the one that I'm happy with now, and it will do everything I need it to do. It will slow the shit out of everything for more than enough time. If you can't kill an enemy that's been novaed in, how long is this? 76 seconds. If you struggle to kill an enemy that's been novaed for 76 seconds, you might want to consider uninstalling the game, because at that point I cannot fucking help you any more than that. I don't know what to say. You really, really need to work on something. So yeah, there we go. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Yeah, I said thank you guys for being well mannered. It's nice to see that not everybody was everyone was brought up properly. Now, we're good on this channel. We're fucking friends. So yeah, there you guys go. If you guys did enjoy that, leave a like. Dislike if you didn't for whatever reason. That comment section is always open again. Maybe you use something different. I hope I've gone into enough depth. If you've got any questions, I'll answer them in the comment section. I'll probably write something in the comments anyway. I did it with the Mesa video. When I'm editing this, if something comes to my mind, I'll write it in the description anyway, and I'll pin it to the top so you can all see it. I probably will do that anyway. I did that with the Mesa one, like I said, just to explain some extra things and help some of the guys out that maybe don't know yet. And yeah, subscribe if you're new around here. Trying to 1,000 by the end of the year. And it's been Acid. I'll see you cunts later.